Yeah, cool. It seems the go live button actually worked on YouTube, on OBS this time for YouTube. So that's nice. Hi! It's Wrestling Wednesdays. Seeing as, you know, I'm going crazy about Dynamite right now, and AEW, and Wednesdays are now my favorite day of the week, it feels like the right time to do some wrestling stuff. It's a shame that there isn't too much choice in modern games, but, you know, we'll do some Fire Pro. Fire Pro sounds about right. Fire Pro sounds good for now. I enjoy me for some Fire Pro. I like how the AEW game's looking, and yeah, we will see how it goes. Fuck me, right. Now, one thing I will say is I still hate about Fire Pro on PC is how the controllers are just, well, I guess, given a number order depending on how it's connected. Like, some order that it's read on via the PC, so my actual controller that I use is read at number 3 because I have my steering wheel and my my gear stick plugged in. The Xbox controller shows up as controller number 3. I mean, at least the game does, like, it's not like some other games where it's an issue of what do you call it? An issue of, say, if there's a steering wheel plugged in, that takes precedence over anything and you can't do anything without unplugging the controller. That's fine, but, you know, still, games should be a bit better than that and allow me to default whatever for number 1. But, that being said, you know, let's have a look-see. Let's do some missions to start off with while I actually talk about wrestling. As we have a tutorial for against Steel Johnson for timing your grapples. Timing? Timing. You come to the right place, rookie. But does this controller not work? Come, Steel Johnson, see these muscles, hard as metal, twice as strong. Imagine somebody to whip you into shape. We'll hit the fundamentals first. Let's start with small moves. Approach the opponent to enter a grapple and press SML after you lock up. Timing is key. Yeah, well, I can't do that then. See, this is what I mean. So now that locked me out of being able to use the controller. So I guess I'll need to figure out a way to. Is there a thing in options for choosing which controller does what? System settings, screen mode. Probably not. I know that I have to manually pick it in each game, but. Right, well, that ruins my plan. So I don't know. Let me just go in and hop in. So I haven't downloaded any characters or anything, but we'll go in and do something here. Go in and do something. That's the Compooper. The replayer. Shizuno. Good Stardom. Do some SWA for now. Okay, who do we want? So we'll drop in against Mr. Cobra. We all love Mr. Cobra, right? Give him a second of Sofia Rodriguez. Who are we hopping as? Got our New Japan roster here. I do love a bit of JY. I'll hop in with Minoru Suzuki, seeing as the man himself is one of the big stars going on tonight with his fight against Jon Moxley on Dynamite. Very excited for that. Alright. We all love Minoru with his attitude problem. Actually, I'm going to quit that a second. Let me go and edit this thing. I had already edited my audio before, but it seems to be even louder now again. So, fun times to start off with, right? Oh, it's because it didn't save. That's why. Okay. Drop all this down to 40. Put the crowd volume down to like, what, 30? Fun that it freezes it now. That's a lot of fun. Alright, that should be much better. Much better. I didn't realize you had to press A to actually properly confirm it. Let's do a normal match. Let's get Minoru in here again. Oh, we already have a setup. Okay, great. So yeah, wrestling right now is so fucking hot, and I'm so fucking excited to see where it goes. It is some tremendous stuff, and I'm really just happy with where it all is right now. And it's hard to describe. So, like, I've been watching wrestling now for 24 years. As of, like, last week. As of just the other day, actually. But wait, it was I think All Out was actually on the 24th anniversary of me first watching a show. Which, or certainly would have been around it with the, maybe the day after. It's not too important anyway. Like, it was certainly over the weekend. It was like 24 years till the day that I first saw my first bit of proper wrestling with ordering the one night only pay-per-view, and probably enjoying the Bret Hart match the most out of that, the Bret Hart Undertaker match. And it's been a weird love affair ever since, where I've taken breaks, mostly due to WWE being a pain in the arse, but I always come back. I always come back. Never too long, and even whenever I'm away, like, I'm still keeping up to date with news or watching important clips or whatever. There's been like one time in my life where I fully feel I fell out of wrestling love, and that would have been whenever WWE was shit towards the end of, around the Hulk Hogan era of TNA, whenever TNA completely destroyed any joy that I had for the company, you know, just that all fell apart then. So, like, having a point where I'm probably as excited as I can remember in the past 24 years of that is wonderful. Like, really wonderful. I'm happy to have it, and it's not even just for AEW. I'm excited for, like, where Impact seems to be going. Like, that seems to be... I've watched a few shows of that. I'm not religious about it at the moment, but it seems to be pretty good. It seems to... Like... They've got things going on, and depending on where it goes, like, I'm not too fond of Braun Strowman and where they go with Titan. I was more fond of him a couple of years ago whenever things seemed to be going to new heights for him in the WWE before that got destroyed. Impact could do something good, depending on where we go with it. So, again, I'm excited to see where it goes. But it's fair to say the majority of my love is from AEW right now. What? Did you just counter me in? Rude, Mr. Cobra. Like, well, I'm back into wrestling for about 5 weeks or thereabouts, whenever the CM Punk rumors really started at the end of July, and all the Daniel Bryan stuff was coming out dramatically. Felt like the right time. Mr. Cobra getting all his counters in here. There we go. Well, the second was a bit of interfere. But yeah, like, just now seeing where things are going with AEW and what they've done now with getting CM Punk back, and where they're going with Malachi Black, and actually seeming to do like an interesting thing there, almost continuing what he was doing in WWE, and just letting him roll with it, I guess. I don't know. Like that's interesting. I love watching Dark and that. I love a lot. Pretty much 99% of the roster over there. I love watching Dark. I love watching Elevation. I love watching Rampage. Like I'm just excited to watch as much wrestling as I can get right now from AEW. And I've watched a bit of GCW now with the whole thing that's been going on with Matt Cardona. I've watched some GCW in the past. I know it's never really been heavily for me, but just I'm getting in there, and I'm very excited to see Nick Gage and Moxley. Like that whole Chris Jericho thing that was going on with him being, what was it, the third labor, the second labor? It was the second labor, wasn't it? Because I think the third was Juventud Guerrero before it was Wardlow. Yeah, so like that was fun, especially seeing the whole thing with Domino's and the pizza cutter and all that. That was a hilarious time. It was a wonderful time. Then all this Forbidden Door stuff, like Minoru Suzuki appearing at All Out, was probably got a bigger pot for me than any of the other ones. Like I am just very excited to see Minoru on worldwide television. Like the man is likely going to be on ITV. Minoru Suzuki is likely going to be on ITV. What bloody world are we in that Minoru Suzuki is probably going to be on ITV? Like that is just crazy. And that's like what, it was like 4.5 years now since I got into New Japan. 5, and you know, a lot has been with Suzuki about, and just being weirded out by this old guy with like a weird haircut, but then like seeing like how fucking awesome he was and how interesting he was, and like how can you not love a man that has that entrance song? That entrance song is the greatest of all time entrance song. It's my favorite. I just love it. It's pure drama. It's pure amazingness. I can't talk about it enough. I've really always struggled with timing drop kicks in this game. I've not played it enough to really get good at it. What's a good one? How dare he? Love a good sloppy ending. Right. That's all finished. Oh yes, that flying cross armbreaker really worked. That was an 86% match. That's very strange for. Well, I suppose I did do. There was a good mix of moves, and Cobra did get in some good stuff himself. But yeah, so you know, just seeing Suzuki and everything he does. This game has songs with lyrics? That's news to me. Seeing Suzuki now getting this worldwide recognition, and Kazumi Nare getting like good plays and getting to like #1 in the J-pop iTunes chart in America and that kind of thing is amazing. It's the best, and I really want to be in a crowd one day to actually be there for that entrance, because it is such a dramatically awesome entrance. And even though Suzuki is like what, 52, 53, would have been the grandfather of MMA, he is still has the intimidating look, and I think his moveset still works, and him being just a fucking this old evil fighting bastard is such a great character. And I love all this shit of beating up the young lions in New Japan. And yeah, I'm excited to see what he does in AEW, even if it's just for one night. I hope it's not just for one night. I'd love to see him get a random dark match where he beats up like some young stable or something, or just he deserves to get a good win if he doesn't win tonight, because I doubt he's going to win against Moxley in Cincinnati. But Suzuki deserves a good showing, and I would like to see him hang around and get something in full gear. And then him being part of that whole Forbidden Door thing, like with AEW and the and like all the stuff like we've had Yuji Nagata, we've had Satoshi Kojima. Kojima was fucking awesome. I love Kojima. Him being one of the cool dads of New Japan, probably my favorite of the dads in New Japan, even with just for his chops and all that, and the whole bread cup thing he has going on Twitter and has it going on. Where even whenever I didn't follow him, I still got to see people talking crazily about his old bread cup thing and how super all that is. Like it's and seeing where they can go. Like we had the whole Kenta thing. Like I wasn't watching AEW throughout the entire lockdown and all that and the pandemic. And it wasn't even just because of the crowds thing, because I'm going back and watching and enjoying some of those shows. I was even before the pandemic, I was getting just like it had been like 3-4 years straight of me watching a lot of wrestling, and the G1 always takes a lot out of me, and it takes me a while to get back into wrestling. Usually I'm back in by Wrestle Kingdom time, and I did watch Wrestle Kingdom, but I think that was the first 2-night Wrestle Kingdom, and it was just tough to deal with. It was really, really tough. It's got a lot of energy on me. And even though I was watching stuff throughout that January, I just needed a break, so I even took a break before Revolution even came around. Which is a shame, seeing as that seems to be such a highly regarded AEW pay-per-view. So I'd already taken my break by the time like AEW had moved to Daily's Place, and by the time WWE had moved to the Thunderdome and all that, I had already decided that I was gone, and like the pandemic wasn't going to bring me back in, but I still kept up to date. The whole Brody Lee show, I watched that one because I had to, because I loved Luke Harper, and I was keeping up to date with everything he was doing in AEW, and his TNT run seemed to be alright, and it was pretty cool that he was getting some recognition, and what he did to turn around the Dark Order was neat. And I'd seen a few of his bits and pieces, like especially the throwing papers at Evil Uno and some of the other Dark Order members, and his bullshit with Johnny Hunky and all that. Was always amazing to watch. It was always and did have me debating on whether to go back to it early or not. And you've got like Moxley's reign, Eddie Kingston coming in and setting the world on fire in AEW and getting himself some recognition. And I'd only really known Eddie Kingston from his work with LAX, right, over on, or whatever work he did there on Impact for a bit. So I didn't know him too much, but Eddie Kingston's one of those guys who you hear from looking at the likes of Reddit and other places about how good he is, and even then, I wasn't expecting to be as fun as he was. Even just last week, the whole Redeem D's Nuts thing, like, that was fucking amazing, and I enjoyed his feud with Miro, and would be happy if that even continues for the rare, like, second match that you get in AEW. Pretty neat. It was pretty neat. He's a great character. He's fucking fun on Dynamite. Or not on Dynamite, on Dark. I love that. I love him on there. I love him commentating. I love his whole he hit him in the butthole thing. I'm very happy with Eddie. I enjoy him commentating more than Chris Jericho, which I know isn't really a dramatic statement given how Jericho just seems to shout. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. Let's do more New Japan stuff here. My plan is just to go through the basic stuff right now, and then if I ever do another New Japan thing again, I will include how do I play Enter X? I want to go through anyway for my own sake, go through as many of the Steam community stuff as I can, and download as many wrestlers as I can, download like AEW arenas, that kind of thing. That's gotta do it. Download more New Japan stuff. Who do I want to be? Fucking Evil. I loved Evil. I loved Evil. I mean it. I loved Evil, and I'm very disappointed with how the stuff reads. I don't watch New Japan right now. Again, dropped it after Wrestle Kingdom and all that, and I don't know, the pandemic has really fucked New Japan over, and it's a shame because it was so hot for so long, and before AEW came along, it was the thing that got me so hot on wrestling again, where like I could sit and watch a 5-hour show and not get tired outside of whenever I'd have to wake up at like 5-6 a.m. to watch it all live. obviously New Japan's what got me into Minoru Suzuki, so I love that place. I do. Like it's just a shame they seem to have lost their way a tad. Hopefully they can get it back. Does let's do some Yoshihashi. Does Yoshihashi have his theme? I hope Yoshihashi has his theme. Oh, we won't even see it there, will we? Well, I guess, gotta say, you know, Juice Robinson, clearly they're going to be selling out massive arenas. Juice Robinson and Yoshihashi. What the Juice is up to these days? I don't keep up with them. I don't keep up with that much of. I know New Japan's like title scenes a bit, and that's pretty much about it. And even then, I only really keep up with the main title and. Takahashi. I wonder if you're able to edit in like Yoshihashi's full entrance, where it takes like 5 years for it to build up for Yoshihashi. Although he seems to have had a lot of praise now. I can no longer tell whether it's ironic praise or not over his run in the trios in Japan. But is it Hiroki Goto? And I forget who his other partner is. I'm pretty sure Hiroki Goto is in there. Is it Makabe? I don't know. But it's pretty wild to see people actually talking about it, even if it is in jest, seeing as Yoshihashi has always been the black hole for New Japan fun for so long, especially with that theme. Yeah, let's just go with Yoshihashi and do a ton of chops. And I do love me some Shingo Takagi, so like I'm still tempted to go and look at some of his matches. I see that he's getting a lot of rave reviews for matches too. Apparently Will Ospreay apparently had a good run too. It's really a shame what they did to that title too, isn't it? Like that title looks fucking awful now. Fair. Yes, that's it, Yoshihashi. You go for your amazing cover there. I love you, Yoshihashi, really. Our boy chopping. He's chopping. Take a breather, try and get her stuff back. Bum bum bum. actually no, but so you it's big as well for running into the corner. Just doing it way too early. Again. Gotta make our boy Yoshihashi look strong here. And a bit dumb too, you know. It's not Yoshihashi if he's not looking a bit dumb. There. Again, you know, it suits. I want to land the super kick. I want to land that super kick. Getting my timing down in these sort of moves is where I want to go. There we go. Gets ourselves into the super kick party. There's our Yoshihashi experiment over. Right, let me just run through another couple of things then. So where was I talking about? So, Okada's been quiet with New Japan, hasn't he? I wonder if he's saving himself up now for his AEW Forbidden Door run. Seeing as him and the Bucks get on so well. We can just hope, right? We can only hope. Yeah, let's go with Jay White. I love me some Jay White. I'm really, really, really hoping we see some Jay White soon. In AEW, I'd love a good Bullet Club invasion, mostly because it might give us a chance to get Kenta back in. Pretty sure Kenta's still in the Bullet Club, right? I don't keep up with New Japan Strong, so I'm not sure. Who doesn't love a good DDT? Ishii on is Ishii the other guy in the trios thing actually? I'm gonna think now. Maybe actually. I'd love to see Ishii in AEW as well. That'd be super fun. What is straight back up. There we go. There's that fighting spirit. Keeping Ishii down, huh? Ishii's never gonna die, is he? Ever. Like, this is... See now Bray Wyatt? Is that where this is?
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Clearly the Blade Runner's a terrible finisher in this game. That's what finishes it off. Right. I'm not surprised it only goes 77% with all those repeats. Right. That's that.